Monday, November 11th.
Good Monday evening, everybody. I'm Andy Vitale, host of My Fight Our War. And as of course, like everything with as it goes, you never know what to expect with us, right? Right.
Mhm.
And tonight we were scheduled to have a very special guest, Stephanie Rose, on, and she was going to, tell her story, go through everything that she has happened from addiction to recovery and everything in between.
Mhm.
But as we all know, in this crazy world of social media and with all our busy schedules, unfortunately, that's not going to happen tonight. We tried to work some things out, but unfortunately, we are going to reschedule, and we've actually already rescheduled her, so that's all good. But as you guys know, when we schedule to go live on anything, we always go live,
Mhm.
and that's one thing that we will always do. So that being said, how the hell are you doing? And to bring on the other part of this madness is the one and only OG, along
And
with
Thing?
This is the thing. It
Yeah.
just loses it. You
It's
gotta
better when
put a little,
No. It's better when it's
Yeah. Right now.
Oh, this is the magic, though.
But yeah, you know what? Stuff happens. We had, we've got all of our schedules are so crazy between work, between personal stuff, and everything else. So we rescheduled everything, good to go with Stephanie Rose, which we will be posting that. And another thing that we're going to be doing is we are, and it's a very good thing, is we are so busy with shows, not only our lives that we do, obviously every Monday, and then I can't even begin to. Last night, I hope you guys got to see the beginning of our shows, our first podcast under our new brand, everything that we're been busting our asses to do. Dropped last night with our special guest, Norman Seabrook. And again, my brother, freaking Matt Cronin, is just incredible. Not only is he just an amazing producer, editor, not only, a friend, he's more than that, man. He's a brother, he's family. And actually, he's OG's godson.
Yeah, I have a new godson.
He's got a new godson. And the work and dedication that Matt Cronin puts into doing his specialty, his art as a producer and editor, shows up in everything that he does. That man is just nonstop intensity, work, and perfection. And it shows in what he does. And with all of his hard work, and we have a ride in what we do. But you know what? We didn't know what to expect, man. Yesterday was our first podcast, our first under the new brand, our first going from our new YouTube channel. Now, it was our first, when you go to our new YouTube when you go to our new YouTube channel, please go under. It's just strictly My Fight Our War. Just go to YouTube, hit My Fight Our War. You'll see our new profile picture is just the wolf, and the banner is me up there, and it states right on there that new shows drop every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and so I had people chiming in, messaging and texting last night because I was telling them, we've got our new channel, because the old one was Manny Vitale, My Fight Our War, which is still up. We use that for our Monday live stream, which is also hooked up to StreamYard. That is separate. So when you're going to check out our podcast, please go to just strictly My Fight Our War. Where right now, the only thing you'll see in it is the one, which is with Norman, is our newest one, the newest YouTube video that we just did, obviously. And he also is doing TikTok, Instagram. He's getting us going on Spotify. He's everything, wherever we can go, whatever outlet we are able to go to, Matt's taken care of. So TikTok, obviously, we hit heavy and hard. And we were really kind of curious to see what we were going to do on it. And we were nervous, of course, nervous about what kind of reaction we were going to get. So we were eyeballing this thing from the minute it went on, which was about 7:00, right before the show started. He launched the promo and the clip that it was on my story that also went on to TikTok.
Mhm.
So we were
24 hours.
we were watching it. And before, after the whole night went on, the show aired. The response was phenomenal. Thank you guys for your kind words on the show. Thank you, huge thank you to Norman Seabrook
Mhm.
for just being Norman Seabrook. I mean, his story, the things that he said, he didn't hold back the intensity, and it was real, and that's why I wanted him on, to get that perspective. So we got a message from Matt towards the other night. He said, listen, man, this is what we're looking at. If we can get about 24 to 25,000 views by, within 24 hours, and if we can get, about 1,000 likes, we're going to be doing very good.
Mhm.
Here we are. It's been 24 hours.
Yes.
As of right now, we have 242,000 views.
243.
I'm sorry.
Point
update.
5.
We've got 243,000
Point 5.
views on TikTok, and we have 24,000 likes
Mhm.
on our very first shot, our very first one that we did. And thank you, Matt Cronin, and thank all of you for your support, for just, like I said, man, watching those numbers. There's Stephanie Rose. In fact, there's Stephanie. And Stephanie, I just explained that things happen with some scheduling and all that Stephanie Rose will be on in the future. So don't you worry, man. We're going to get your story in full.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so all in all, just it's such a fulfilling feeling, because all of us that involved in this project, all of you with your stories, your posts, your pictures, your comments, OG holding everything together, scheduling everything, all the madness that happens behind the scenes, behind the camera that you don't see. Ian Bick for everything that he has done, helping me out, helping us out from day one. It was just four short months ago, I was on his show, and in 4 short months, I went from being a guest on the show, from having a studio in Connecticut next, using their studio is basically ours when we're there for our guests. So Ian Bick, thank you.
Mhm.
Mr. Michael Bick, thank you.
Mhm.
Matt Cronin, and the rest of the family at Danbury, Connecticut, in New York, to all the guests that were gracious enough to come on and tell their stories. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is just the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
The one thing I said to Matt and OG is, you know what, we see now what we can do
Mhm.
with hard work and perseverance, and just kicking ass and not settling for less than the very best of what you can get. And so that's it, man. That's like I told Matt. We did 11 shows this time a week ago when we were there. We're scheduling 15 shows in 4 weeks when we're there again.
Woo.
Plus a couple appearances. We're
Mhm.
going to do an appearance with Coach Dave at Champs Gym.
Mhm.
And there's another gentleman,
Christmas
um,
Morrissey.
Coach Tony.
Tony.
That's another thing. Here we are going to
Tony.
Danbury, Connecticut. We've got Coach Dave at Champs Gym. We've got Coach Tony,
In New Providence. In
and
New Providence, Rhode Island.
yes, so we're going to be.
Or not Rhode Island.
No, in Connecticut.
Yeah, Connecticut.
So we're going to be on his. We're going to an event that he invited us to while we're there as well.
Mhm.
So crazy times, man, and I absolutely love it. It's just, well, OG sees obviously everything being part of this madness, and sometimes it just looks like complete chaos, and just and a lot of times it is, but it's controlled chaos.
Yes.
And there's times where it looks like things are just so out of control, and that's where OG comes in. She's got things under control behind the scenes. She's taken down the information
Taking names.
locations, where we have to be, who I have to talk to, who we're going on with, who's coming on our show, whose show I'm going on, topics, all this stuff that's happening while I'm in the studio with the guest. She's doing behind the scenes along with Matt Cronin, our producer editor, who is, carefully watching everything that happens in the studio. And he's been great, critiquing things that he thinks I should do better, do less of, do more of. So, if you want to be the best, man, learn from the best.
Mhm.
And that's something I've been doing since day one, is just watching and learning from all of these individuals and their shows. And so there's so many people to thank. And you guys know who you are. I talk to you all the time. So thank you. And this is, it's just amazing, man. This journey is incredible. And there's our Jim Rat, part of our Jim Rat family. And I just noticed our gremlin in the computer is gone because I can see names. I can see people who are talking to me now.
Right. That's nice.
Cindy, we will see you tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, it's just been insane. With
If you get a chance, go to the YouTube and look at the show
please, and
with
again,
Norman Seabrooks. It really is good.
yeah, and again, when you go to
It's worth the watch.
YouTube now, if you will see two once you click on, and make sure that from now on it's strictly My Fight Our War. That's the only YouTube channel that
Mhm.
you guys are going to see all the latest and the newest from here on out. Strictly My Fight Our War will be for the YouTube channel. My Fight Our War will be for Instagram, TikTok. He's working on Spotify right now as well. So, I mean, it's
growing.
it's growing. But, and also I was talking to Stephanie with our schedule, and these are such great problems to have.
Yeah.
We're
busy. It's great.
Yeah, when I started this almost 2 years ago, I remember thinking this is just going to be something to do, just to give back, to help. And I never really thought of it as anything more than just connecting with people, that we can all relate with these issues. And just from now and then, just sharing stories, sharing suggestions, and doing that. And
Giving support.
yeah, and just seeing where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the more I got involved in social media, especially the podcast world, and seeing the impact that it has, it was like, you know what? This is something that looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, I reached out to Brad McLeod at Sober School, and we chit-chatted for a bit. He asked about my story. What do I got? What's your story? Why did you start My Fight Our War? And when I told him the story behind it, he's like, you're coming on the show. And it was literally just like that.
Mhm.
He said, people need to hear this story. And that's how this all began. And from there, I was up to bat twice, and I hit 2 grand slams because, as we all know, in social media, I mean, there's a lot of positive, but unfortunately, there's a lot of negative. I got so fortunate. The people that I have met, especially in the beginning, have been so incredible. Again, Brad McLeod, Sober School, gave me that first opportunity. And, he could have just ended it right there. But he didn't. He said, listen, man, I know someone who, because with Brad, he was doing strictly audio, no video. And he said, you need to talk to Dan and Donna at Hard Knocks. And sure enough, gave him a call. And we chit-chatted a few times, told him the story. He said, well, let's do a video chat and just make sure that things are what they are, which we did. And as soon as we did that, we just connected. And he goes, oh, yeah, you're coming on. And after doing that, I knew, like, this is something I want to do. And I told them both that. And the fire was lit.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot believe all that's happened. Like I said, January 9th will be 2 years. So it's coming. I mean, 2 more months. It'll be 2 years for our family. And You know, it'll be a year and a half, almost 2 years
Almost
for
2 years for
OG
me.
because she came on,
February.
February. So right there at the beginning that she made the mistake of saying, hi,
I said hi at the gym.
at the
Oh,
gym.
goodness.
Next thing you know, she's
Here I am.
got a stack of paperwork. She's scheduling flights. She's scheduling, shows, hosts, guests, all this stuff. Sheila is in house. Boston, 2%.
Boston. Oh,
Boston, I swear your ears must be ringing, brother. I just saw your picture, your post, and Boston 2% is in Athens, Alabama, along with Lori and all of the amazing people down in Athens, Alabama. And you talked about poking the bear and add a little spark to that fire. Well, that person is Boston 2%. He's my brother in Alabama, and we are actually already booked. We're, besides going to Connecticut and New York, we are flying to Alabama to do an event with Boston 2% and with Lori, and it's already set. And in fact, I don't know if Lori told you, Boston, that she's already got me and you set up. We're going to go live and do a podcast at the event. And so just figure I'd fill you
If you
in.
didn't know.
Yeah, she kind of filled me in, so I just figured I'd tell you.
Oh,
But so if you guys get a chance, man, please reach out to Boston and to Lori and show them some love and support because they are doing some incredible things. When he puts boots to the ground, subtle is not a word I'd use. It's like it's
Intense.
showtime, man. So God bless you, Boston. I love you to death. And I cannot wait to see you and Lori and the rest of my Athens, Alabama family. And don't forget, as soon as we get there, you guys promise you're taking me to Dubs because I want that burger.
Me too.
Yes, want that Dubs burger. But for all, for you guys who are like, what the hell are you talking about? I can't remember. There's the other half, the dynamic duo, Lori, Susanna, Masunya. Lori, I've been talking to people about that Dubs burger. There you go, Dubs. And, again, it is sad, but this is the reason that Boston is there along with Lori. What they're doing is a couple of weeks ago, they lost someone in their community. A young girl lost her life to an overdose. And, there's someone that, someone's daughter, man. And it hit the community hard.
Yeah.
And they all are pulling together the best they can. So to Boston, to Lori, to the girl's family, and everyone in Athens, Alabama, just so you know, our thoughts and prayers are with you guys. We love you. And if there's anything we can do, we're here for you. So love you guys, man. In Boston, we got to go live again soon. It's been a little too quiet. It's been too quiet. We need Boston.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's definitely intense.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of
So
passion
we
there.
will be working that out. Trisha Gibson, thank you for being on. And also, today, definitely want to send a very special day. Today is to all of our veterans who have served, still serving, the ones who have served and those who passed. To all the veterans, thank you so much for your service. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for the freedoms you've given us. And thank OG
You're welcome.
right here for her service.
Lieutenant.
Little
First
OG,
lieutenant.
Little first lieutenant OG here, running around the freaking M16. So, yeah, that's OG running around. In fact, if you go to OG's page, you can see her with her M16 and kicking ass. So,
You'll see me in fatigues, though.
yeah. So seriously, man, to all the veterans, man, thank you so much for, like I said, the freedoms that you've given us, the freedoms to sit here and be able to do what we do and reach out. And if it wasn't for all of you brave men and women, we would not have that. So God bless you. God bless your families. And thank you. So my father served in Vietnam. He's no longer with us. He passed away from ALS. And but I was with him today at the cemetery, chit-chatting with him, taking care of his flag along with the other people there. And You know, it's a sad day, but it's a beautiful day. It's an inspiring day. It's a day to be very grateful and thankful. So thank you.
Dan's on board, Amber's on board.
Danny, and tell Katie and little man we said hi. And my man, oh my God, I tell you what, tomorrow's Tuesday, so Wednesday, Music and Mayhem. And I'm sure Skylar's dropping another new song.
I hope so. I
the
think
guy-
it is, yeah.
That, I don't know if you saw, but he dropped a new one, and there's another video with him and Kayla and King Handsome. And if you haven't seen it or heard it, I'm telling you, it's magic. It's absolute magic. And our brother Jared Blaine is also dropped a new song as well. Dropped another one, and he is doing work with Chad Valier. And Chad is going to be coming on. He is scheduled to be a guest
November 18th,
November 18th. So we'll be talking to Chad as well
next Monday.
about the music with him and Jared. So thank you guys. Ginger Lynn, and in fact, Ginger, since we are sending all of our positive vibes out, sending it out to Ginger because I saw that she took a spill.
Oh, yeah.
So I hope you're feeling better, Ginger. And just so you know, just this family, man, we stick together. That's what family does. So our thoughts and prayers are with you, Ginger. And let's see what else we got going on. We are going to be heading back out of town in 4 weeks from Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We literally just got back from New York, and we're heading back out, man. We've already got guests that are waiting for us, guests that are scheduled. And you talk about a small world. My brother Skylar Ray was telling me about this incredible person who happens to be in Connecticut, Coach Tony. So we reached out to Coach Tony, and he is not only going to be a guest on the show, but it just so happens, and this is fate, man, this is not coincidence. He said that he's got an event, a Christmas event,
For
something for his son.
It's for kids. It's
Yeah.
a kids thing.
For was it the 14th?
It's a Saturday. That's on the Saturday.
So
Saturday
Saturday
during
the
the day.
14th.
Yes, you're correct. The 14th.
And we got invited to that.
Mhm.
So what we are going to do
Making
is
new
make
friends all over the place.
Yeah. So here we got a hold of Matt, who is our producer, and so listen, out of the 15, if it's already filled up, fine. We're going to do 16 then, because we've got another person who wants to be on the show, Coach Tony, and people, our family, and all the family members.
Growing and growing.
In the recovery world, that's what we do, man. We stick together, we support each other. And because I tell you what, I remember coming on and just every show, just like, I'd have people who would say they want to come on, and, it's hard. It is hard. It's a big decision to make, to come on social media, to go live in front of the world and tell your story. I mean, just to do that without any type of issues, just to come out and just give your bio, man. If you were to do something like that, like the celebrities or athletes or whoever, to give an interview, we're even more intense than that because we're giving our personal stories, but then ours are because of addiction. And with that, as we all know, are some very extremely painful stories, man, in so many different ways. Painful for ourselves personally, obviously, but then other people, so many other people that we have hurt by our actions, by our words. So for every single guest who comes on, not only our show, but any show, and offers to do that, not only to tell their story for their own well-being, but knowing that they're helping other people is huge. That people do that. And that just shows the love and support that people have who are dealing with addiction, who are in recovery. I mean, if you wanted, and no one would think less of you, man, if you got to that place of recovery, you're like, listen, this is where I want to be in my life. I'm fine doing this, and this is it. No one would blame you, but that's not what we do, man. We reach out. and we help and we assist and we give or offer suggestions. And when someone else is down, what do? Bam, we're right
Mhm.
there.
Mhm.
Listen, I'm here for you. You want to talk? Are we in the same area, man? Let's get together. And so God bless all of us, man. Amber Cruz in the house.
Mhm.
Ginger Lynn, what's this? I want you
She wants us to adopt her.
me. Well, I hate to tell you, Ginger, but you're already part of this
Yeah,
family.
exactly. And I don't care, your siblings are cruel and selfish. Well, they're just missing out on you. You know what? They don't understand the gem that they have with you in their life. So,
Yeah,
screw it.
yeah, we got
Yeah.
you, Ginger. We
Yeah.
got your back.
There you go. Hug, hug, hug.
Oh, man. Where is the Susan? Where is she?
I don't know. She's
She
normally.
was hiding behind the curtain, which is behind OG, because every now and then I'd get up and I'd be stepping on her.
No, she's not in here.
But nah, she's resting. She usually waits until I'm on with Skylar with pound cake. It's just like she knows.
Yeah.
So she'll come over here and start biting on me. So we'll get Susie girl. She'll be in here. It's so funny, man, because I'll be sitting there and it's like you'll see messages pop up or even messages on the phone. It's like, I saw the show, great show. Well, how come Susie's not on? And we want some more pictures of Susie.
Yeah, right.
Just like pound cake. It's like, I told Skylar, man, we got to get our own show with those two,
Mhm.
which, you know what, might happen. Danny, you nailed it. We are here for everyone. And if anyone knows that, and you know what, this is a time to, I've always said too that, how many times you've heard people that just jump on people, trash people.
Mhm.
And when people are down, you'll get people who just, they're easy targets. But you get people like us, like Danny just said. We're here to help people. We're here to support people. And it's not just in words, and which is fine. But the point I'm getting at with Danny is how I met him and heard about him and Katie was from my brother, Skylar Ray,
Mhm.
who had some issues. And long story short, they were stranded on the side of the road. Not stranded. I mean, they made it into town where they were making the most of a situation. Skylar and Kayla and Katie and Danny started talking. They saw what was going on. Reached out to Skylar Ray and Kayla and said, we're coming to help you. Well, lo and behold, they were 9 hours away from Skylar and Kayla.
Woo.
One way. They were 9 hours away and offered to help. Skylar and Kayla said, no, you don't have to do that. Well, Danny and Katie
We're
are the
not
type of
taking
people
no.
that aren't going to take no for an answer, and especially when it comes to helping people. So they drove 9 hours, 18 hours round trip
Mhm.
to help my brother Skylar Ray and Kayla out. So that just shows you the people that we have in our family. And every one of us, Mary Jane, Ginger, Amber, all of us in here, Tyler, Stephanie, everybody, Heidi, everyone that's in this family just are such an important part. Just like I was saying, with all the hard work I was telling Matt and the people in New York when we were there, we were talking about My Fight, Our War
Mhm.
and how it started with an idea and it grew into this amazing family. And, and it just continues to grow. And I get all these nice little toys here to play with now. Tell you what, I never realized, and that just shows you Matt Cronin. He mic boxes. So when we are in New York, in our studio in New York,
Put it on the camera.
it just it's our mic boxes.
Yeah.
And it won't fit on these, but it just fits on our mic. So when we're talking to our guests, My Fight, Our War, our badge. This is our badge that we all wear in this
Mhm.
family. And I know the feeling I had to have some of my family out. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, we're family, man.
Because Ginger had said some people don't like it when you aren't the scapegoat anymore, instead of being happy for you being sober. And so Dan was replying to that. Yes,
You know what?
they don't have somebody to do this to.
And it's so hard to believe that there's people in our lives, and especially when it's family, that are they actually are waiting for you to fail.
Mhm.
You know, the better you do, I've seen it, I've heard it from people that, you know, someone will be in recovery and they're having some issues, a little rocky time, man, some twists in the road, some bumps here and there. And I've heard some of their friends and their own family of these people say, watch, I know that they're not gonna make it. He's gonna fall off the wagon. They're gonna do this. They're gonna, you know, it just the negativity was unbelievable. So I'm sitting there looking at this, and it's just like, it's so easy to pile on people when they're down. You know what? Be that person to reach out. You know, while everyone else or anyone else in that environment is sitting there trashing that person, throwing them under the bus, be that person to stand up and get ready to kick ass and, you know, be the first to lend a hand, because that's what we do, man.
Mhm.
And, you know, and there are a lot of people. I had it firsthand with me, man. I know there's a lot of people that, you know, when we all have that same thing. This is it, man. I learned my lesson. How many times, how many rock bottoms have we all hit? Yeah, many, until we finally hit that one.
Mhm.
And you know, and the thing is, though, the people that do dumb us, you know what? It's not on them. It's on us, because we gave them that reason. How many times did we sit there and say, "This is the last time. This is the last time. This is," and it happened time and time again. So it's really not their fault, but unfortunately, you find out who is true to you. You know, you could be surrounded by family and friends, but when push comes to shove, you could have 50 family and friends around you, but when it comes down to it, you may have two, you know, that are actually true family and friends. And it's sad, but it's not, because you know what? You got two. Maybe you got one, you know, but you know, it is what it is. And like I've said all along, when it comes to addiction, we got to own it, and then we fight it, and then we, at the same time, man, celebrate it. You know, a lot of times we sit there and beat ourselves up for, you know, falling off the wagon or having those little setbacks. But you know, just remember what I said. There are no setbacks. There's just amazing comebacks waiting to happen.
Mhm.
You got anything?
Well, I gave her kind of my line. You heard me say it. I said, so just to Ginger, I said, repeat after me. Ginger loves Ginger. Ginger loves Ginger. Because if you know me for any length of time, you'll hear me say Lynn loves Lynn.
Yeah.
I'm the only Lynn I got. I got to love me. I got to take care of me. Then I can take care of everybody else. But if they don't respect you and don't love you, that's their loss. I know it hurts to see your family kind of hurt you, but you got to let them go. They just don't belong anymore.
You know, and the thing is, we, you know, the way we deal with things, and like I tell people who maybe look at people in addiction, and like I've always said, it's not like the choice was made. Like, let's see, like tomorrow morning, tomorrow's Tuesday. It's not like, or like today, Monday. It's not like I woke up Monday.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, let's see, I'm off today. What do I got to do? I got to do some running around, go to the store, go get some gas. And today, oh, I'm going to become an alcoholic today, or I'm going to become a drug addict today. No one plans on that happening.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, because of choices we make, things that we do, it happens. And by the time you realize that it's happened, it's got you. But as I've said before, and I say in my opening of our show, addiction's a word. It is not a death sentence. And when we're surrounded by amazing family like all of you, with the love and support that you can feel through a freaking monitor, you can feel it. You can feel it through the words that we all have for each other. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
It's real. You know, and just something that, you know, we are very blessed to still be here. You know, everything that happened, and so many times you hear people say, you know, would come up with, man, I never thought I'd be doing something like this, or never in a million years, or if I would have known then what I know now. All those things that sound like bullshit
Mm-hmm.
are true. Because I remember when I was having a lot of issues, I'd hear people say, you know, oh, Manny, you know, things get better, and you know, when this happens, when all these changes take place, you're gonna look at things differently, and look what I have now, the happiness, this and that, and everything was just sunshine and roses. And I was like, kiss my ass. It's, you know, you say that because, you know, Yeah, you're there now. So all these people who are at that pinnacle are saying all these wonderful things because that's what you have, but they always didn't have it. They were where all of us were. And, it's not like it's going to get handed to you, man. It's called recovery. It's not, Club Med where you just skate by. It's hard work, man. And
Every day.
it's a daily battle,
Mhm.
and it's something that we control. And that's what I say, man. And we are so quick to beat ourselves up and to kind of regress. And we look at the negative and the things that we've done in the past, and we kind of fuel that fire again. It's like, yeah, well, it's almost like, I deserve this setback because of this.
Mhm.
No. So that's like I always say, man, when you get up in the morning, instead of like getting up, oh shit, I got up late for work, I slept in, it's cloudy, it's rainy, oh shit, I don't have any coffee, I gotta stop, get some gas, I'm late for work, all these things. No, man, first of all, you woke up. You opened your eyes, you're alive for another day. Thank God.
Mhm.
Okay, I got up late. Okay, I got up late for work. Be glad you have a job to go to.
Mhm.
All these other issues, they're not negatives, they're positives. Oh, I had to go and fill my tank up, man. I forgot to get gas. Be glad you have a car.
Mhm.
All these things are just, we all do it. I mean, we're human. We have issues, and it's just stuff that when you take a step back and you look at the big picture, it's really a blessing. And what are we at here? We're at 36 minutes just to give a quick update.
Yeah.
And happy Veterans Day. Oh, you got that little shout out. Thank you, Ginger. Yeah, OG boy. And she
Yeah. But
yeah, you gotta snap to attention, man.
mhm. Mhm.
Let's see, did I miss anyone? No, it's so weird. I got names I can see.
Yeah. The last time was just
All
Facebook
it said
user.
with me and Skylar, it says Facebook user. Facebook user. Mary Jane. Okay, yep, we're up.
Ginger, yeah, you said it
Amber.
right. Yeah.
We are good.
Yeah.
And Sheila,
Dan and Sheila and
Trish,
yeah.
Cruz, yep, okay. But of course, Boston and Lori, and all of our family in Athens, Alabama, and our family at Powerhouse Gym with Cindy,
Yeah.
and of course Stephanie Rose, who unfortunately we had to reschedule. But I know that Stephanie was upset because she was definitely looking forward to today. She was looking forward to tonight telling her story, but it just wasn't the best. There was issues with the IT. There was
Technical
issues with
issues.
the Wi-Fi, and it kept freezing up because of the location. So it just like I told her, this show, this is your guys' show. When you're a guest on the show, it's your show.
Mhm.
It's your story. This is about you,
Mhm.
and I'm not about to half-ass it for anybody.
No.
And so we rescheduled Stephanie. And,
November 22nd.
Yep, November 22nd.
Friday.
So you got some dates. Why don't you give a couple?
Yeah,
of dates
okay,
what we got going on?
So right now on Friday, this coming Friday, November 15th, we've got Matt Traver, friend of Skylar's, correct?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got Skylar tomorrow.
Well,
Wednesday.
Well, yeah, but he's special. He's extra special.
Skylar, you're special.
Well, I won't even say.
Yeah.
Okay, then November 18th, next Monday, is Chad Valier. And then November 22nd is Stephanie Rose. November 25th is Jody Matthews. I'm just going to stop there because you're not going to remember these anyway. But Mondays and a couple Fridays were thrown in. Then Wednesday at 7:30, we have Music and Mayhem with, of course, our boss right here. Yeah, okay, fine. Manny Vitale, and then Skylar Ray on Wednesday at 7:00.
And
7:30.
but
I said 7:30 and then I slipped.
it's
Anyway.
7:30
7:30, right. Wish I
for
said that.
Music and Mayhem.
Correct.
And we'll talk about it when we get off the air here as far as schedule, because like I said, the good problem to have is the schedule went from scheduling a couple, maybe one here, two there, like per month. For a while there, it was like we were getting a lot of people to schedule, to commit, kinda. And then when we would do the follow-up, it was like, it was kind of back and forth. And I get it, shit happens. There's a lot going on, especially starting to come into the holidays.
You start to get shy.
And you know what, though? I just kept very persistent. I wasn't going to give up. We don't give up in this family. So, like I kept saying, this whole point of this is for all of us to tell our stories. It's up to all of you to tell exactly what you want and when you want. And it went from pretty much nothing, literally nothing, to we are booked every Monday right now until the beginning of March. We have people scheduled from right now to the beginning of March. So that means every Sunday, the way our schedule is as of now, every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, our shows are going to automatically drop on YouTube at My Fight Our War. And those are the shows that we are doing when we're in New York, and that will be produced and edited by Matt Cronin. So every Sunday, 7 p.m., My Fight Our War. Every Monday, we are going live with the people that she just mentioned, and we'll be doing that every Monday. Every Wednesday is Music and Mayhem with myself and Skylar Ray. But what we are encountering, we're just getting more and more people, and we're scheduled so far out. We discussed adding another day. So we're going to look into it about adding the Fridays on.
Couple Fridays.
As of now, the one this Friday and for Stephanie were just to reschedule, so we just added them on. But in talking, it's like, listen, man, people want to tell their story. And I always said, that's why I started this. And I'm not about to back off just because we're getting busy. You don't extend it, you just add on. And that's what we're going to do. So we'll add another day. Ginger, Music and Mayhem gets buck wild. I love it. We have and I tell you what, I've had so many people ask how long that me and Skylar Ray have known each other.
For a minute or two.
We literally have known each other since the first show. That's it. But we both knew, and it's just something that you either have it or you don't when it comes to that chemistry. And I've been very fortunate that it's happened with some very amazing people, man. All of this going on with New York and this incredible journey that we are on right now is because I was on with Ian Beck and we just hit it off. Next thing you know, I'm doing shows with Ian. And now we have our studio in Danbury next to Ian. And then we've got Matt Cronin as our producer. Here, Skylar Ray. He comes on as a guest. He comes on. I like to have people come on half hour to 15 minutes or so before the show just to talk, get to know each other, get to know their story. And as soon as me and Skylar started talking, we talked a half hour before the show came on. And it was like, hey, how you doing, Skylar Ray? How you doing, man? And boom, it was nonstop, and it hasn't stopped. We became instant family from the second we said hello. And now we are, we have our own show together and we're getting our own following. And it's just because of that relationship. You hear it all the time. It's so authentic and real. So God bless you. I love you, Skylar and Kayla. And
we gotta get Boston on here again.
Boston, and I know, man. I think another one here. It's like spur of the moment, and it must be an airport thing because the last time I got a hold of Boston, he was doing his journey before heading to Athens, Alabama. So it's like a long distance thing, and we're going to be doing another one, I think, with Skylar and Kayla because they're going to Spain. When we're heading back to New York in 4 weeks. So we're going to do another live from the airport, or they're going to be in Brazil or
Spain or Portugal.
Or they're going to be somewhere.
Brazil.
Whatever, man. It's foreign, right? She's a smart one, so she thinks she's a smart one. But Is Jared gonna be on the show someday?
We had a whole
I've
show
reached
with him.
out to Jared quite a few times,
Mhm.
to have him come on.
It's just never worked.
And,
Schedule
he's
just,
been very busy, but yeah, I've extended an invitation many times for Jared to come on. And
And Brianna,
Brianna is scheduled to come on.
December 9th.
But yeah, I've reached out to Jared, and when his schedule opens up, yeah, Jared will be coming on. And what else? Tell us about the stars.
The stars below. Oh, okay. She wants about the stars. When you hit stars, it's supposedly we
Still haven't.
sends money somehow, and I don't know how. I guess it's, obviously we've never collected any money, but
You know
something
what?
about stars gives you 10 cents for every 200 stars.
We've,
I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, once you get to a certain
We
point,
appreciate your being here more than the stars.
you can, you can start getting, monetized and all that stuff. And I've always said that, people are like, man, how come you never, do that? It's like, listen, man, the people see it and they know about it. If they choose to send stars, thank you.
Yeah.
But seeing your name and having your comments on here means even more to me.
Mhm.
Anything else is a bonus. So if you choose to, thank you. But no, you're not going to hear me sitting there, saying, asking to do that. That's just me. That's just me. And Brenda, what happened? Oh, there you go.
Brenda's here.
Where'd you go?
She's here.
Brenda, how you doing, Brenda? And thank you for your post and your support and everything you're doing. I see her post with those crazy dogs of yours, and out walking them, or they walking you. There's 3 of them that's pulling you around. So glad everything's going good. And Brenda's coming on with us.
January 6th.
January 6th.
Yay!
And who knows? You know what? Once we get these Fridays figured out, we might contact some of you guys to see if we can rearrange to get some of the people who are scheduled further out on a little bit sooner. I just tried to let you know that.
Or we'll just book out 2025 all the way.
We'll be going. We are going to keep doing it.
Going.
We will keep scheduling. I've always said, as long as you want to come on, you're coming on.
Yep.
All right. What else we got? No, I'm forgetting something. You should get
Uh,
Susie and Mitch. There you go. Man, I don't know. Putting that on her. But she's
it might be difficult.
yeah. She's probably sitting in the sink right now waiting for a drink.
Yeah.
That was so funny. My mom was here to watch her while I was gone. And you'll jump up on the counter in the bathroom and likes to drink out of the faucet. So my mom, I talked to her and she goes, I turned the light on in the bathroom because Susie wanted her water.
Mhm.
So she jumped up there and she goes, she must have been too bright in there because she got up, walked across the very narrow part in front of the sink on the counter, turned around and with her big old butt, turned the light off, and went back around and laid down and started drinking her water. My mom said she was cracking up. She goes, yeah, she just looked at me and she kind of almost looked up like, are you going to leave the light on? So Susie is, let me make sure, she's not under there, but Susie is going to be getting more airtime because there's been a lot of people asking where Susie Q is. So
Mhm.
I think she got her feelings hurt because Pound Cake was getting so much recognition, and Susie was just laying there sleeping on my foot.
Yeah.
But she will be coming on. But
It'll be interesting to have her. On
yeah,
the
it'll
table.
be. Usually she just sits on front of me here, and then she'll start chewing on the wires.
Yes,
So
exactly.
the one time I was sitting here, it's funny as hell. I'm sitting here watching, and I'm looking at the monitor, and I can't remember who the guest was. And I noticed the monitor was shaking, almost like there's an earthquake going on. I'm looking and I'm like, what is going on? And also I have to look to the left where the camera is. And I see the camera moving. And I look down. It's because Susie had a hold of the wires. It was sitting here pulling on the wires. Of course, I had to stop that. The next time I'm in here, I'm sitting here talking away. And all of a sudden I started feeling this. I looked down and the wires from my ears were hanging over. And so Susie gets involved,
Mhm.
but we will get her. You've never seen her live. I tell you what, this Wednesday when I'm on with Skylar, when we have Music and Mayhem Ginger, since we go buck wild, this Wednesday, Susie will be on. And
You have
we
to
will-
watch because it might not be for
we
long.
will have some else. Susie girl, she'll be on. She'll probably walk over and fall asleep. But let's see here. Before we go, I gotta see if there's any important
Mm-mm. Oh,
right.
he's
No.
got the joke.
Don't be giving away all my serious stuff. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm looking at some very important documentation here. Okay, what do you call a priest that becomes
Oh, Lord.
take two? What do you call a priest that becomes a lawyer?
What do you call a priest? Comes a lawyer.
A father-in-law. I like that. So now,
Actually good.
yes, we are getting close to ending things.
Yes.
So I figure if you guys are still watching, uh-oh,
The big one.
how do trees get on the internet?
I don't know. How do they get on the internet?
They log in. So Stephanie, Brenda, Ginger, Danny, if anyone has any silly dad jokes right now
Mhm,
before we go, and
Mary
would like to
Jane,
chime-
anything, or-
Mary Jane, where do books hide when they're afraid?
I don't know where the books hide when they're afraid.
Under their covers.
Oh.
Um,
Ay,
that's not good.
ay, ay. Obviously, this is not forethought.
So, yeah, this here is, it's, as always, I never have a clue what's about to happen.
Okay, why did the computer go to bed?
What?
It needed to crash.
Let's see, I'm fresh out of dad jokes at the moment. In other words, Danny's like, oh, please
Yeah.
stop.
What do you give the dentist of the year?
What?
A little plaque.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Uh-huh. Causes dry skin.
Oh, boy, here we go. Here we go, everybody. Sit back. It's gonna take a while. Once you start, now all of a sudden you get here.
Oh, what causes
What?
dry skin? Read it. So this is what he puts on.
What?
A towel.
Forgot the joke.
What causes dry skin? A towel. Uh,
Okay, so
uh,
there was a show we did, and it was ending with these, and Skylar's on it. It was Music and Mayhem. Stephanie, yeah. See? So when I say you'll never know what to expect here with us, and that's the joy of doing what we do. I love this shit because you know what?
it's all real.
It makes you laugh, and it put it just for no reason, even as silly as it is. Hey, it's worth it, man. Because she did the same thing during Music and Mayhem. We were telling jokes, and all of a sudden she goes, "I got one." Same thing. So literally, the internet got quiet. Literally, the whole internet went because we're watching. Is that all just happened? And she's finally told the pet punch, and the whole internet was like.
Oh, really?
And then someone chimed in with her reaction was better than the joke. So I don't know if she could stand another
No,
one. So there was one more. Why did the frog take the bus to work?
What wrong thing supposed to work?
His car got towed.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay.
What does an evil hen lay? Deviled eggs.
Oh, that's good.
All right,
Enough.
that's enough.
Whew.
So you guys, we will be back again for our My Fight Our Worst shows Monday Friday.
This
with
Friday
Matt,
with Matt Trader.
with Matt
Traver.
Travers. This Friday with
Uh-huh.
Matt. This Wednesday, Music and Mayhem with my brother Skylar Ray. And this coming Sunday will be episode number 2 for My Fight Our War. And
Next Monday is Chad Valier.
next Monday's Chad. So
Okay.
until then, man, you guys have a fantastic night. And
Happy Veterans Day.
happy Veterans Day. God bless all of you veterans. And thank you again for your service. We love you guys. Danny, have a great night, brother. Please give Katie and little man our love. And everybody, thank you for making this a reality.
Mhm.
I really appreciate it. In this family, we are growing and
Loving y'all.
loving every minute of it.
See
So,
y'all. We're practicing for.
yeah, we're practicing
Athens.
for Boston and for Lori when we go to Athens, Alabama. Y'all,
Love y'all.
yeah, because it will bless your heart. So until then, man, we will see you. Love you guys and keep fighting a good fight.